Nuggets at 33.
All right, y'all.
Here, Nuggets at 33.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Views from the Lake with your host Emmanuel Tavares and Douglas, aka my boy D Boom. It's been a little minute since we've been here on the episode, so we got a lot to talk about. With that being said, uh, I know it's a lot of stuff that's on the list, but it's a lot of stuff that just happened today that I want to talk about. Man. So
Let's get into it then.
I was like, go ahead, let's get into it. Hey, yo,
The Giants,
my team
man.
You wanna
first.
start with the
That's
Giants?
insane. My
Hey,
team
the
first.
Giants, man.
That's
40,
insane.
40 a year?
Hey,
Danny
man,
Dimes, is he worth it?
I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick to my stomach, bro. As a true Giants fan, I'm sick to my stomach that we gave him 4 for 160. I mean, I don't
And
know
you know
how.
what? Hey,
Go ahead.
Saquon don't want that franchise
I,
tag
I was
too.
about to say, how you feel about that franchise tag on Saquon though?
Well, I wanted them to
'Cause
franchise tag Daniel
Daniel
Jones
Jones, yeah,
and sign Saquon to a long deal.
That would
But
have
I
been smart.
mean, I'm kind of glad he's got franchise tag because we still have both of them for next season, and it gives us the rest of what we got, and then the whole next season to come up with a long term deal. And I feel like they can come up with a long term deal before
that's
next year. If
true.
this time of this
I
year is
can
next
I
year,
can see him getting extended during the season. I can see
yeah,
him coming up with something during the
it's
season.
coming up with something. But the 4 for 40 is insane for Daniel Jones, man.
Yeah,
He had one good year
crazy.
this year for us. If he does that next year and then the year before, then I wouldn't be upset. But
What if next year he comes back as the Daniel Jones that we all know?
there's no way. We have coaches and healthy Saquon. There's no way. There's no way he goes back to normal. He goes back down to Danny Pennies. Instead of Danny Downs, Danny Pennies. There's no way. There's
I
no
mean,
way.
what if Saquon leave? He might.
But he's not.
I mean, but he gonna have Saquon that whole year. They're gonna use an exclusive franchise tag on him, so he can't go nowhere else.
Yeah. So I'm glad. I mean,
Exclusive or non-exclusive?
Exclusive for sure. No reason to put a non-exclusive tag on him.
right.
The only reason that the Ravens are putting a non-exclusive tag on Lamar Jackson, I feel, is because they know that at the end of the day, they are not going to see eye to eye on negotiations. They do
Oh, of
not want
course
to
not.
pay him what he's worth.
Yeah, they're $100 million.
Yeah, speaking of which,
for
we need to
sure.
come to Carolina. If we already gonna trade for the draft, you might as well just go and get Lamar. It's gonna cost us
Nah,
the contract
nah.
and 2 first-round picks. All it costs is 2
But does
first-round picks.
Lamar want to play in Carolina?
Right. This
He wanna play in
Lamar
Atlanta?
Walker.
Hey, I'm
Touche.
telling you where you
He's gonna
going.
play anywhere. Where?
Hot Atlanta. He going to Hot Atlanta, bro.
Seen
Hey, you got to
Atlanta.
think about Lamar. That is a nigga, bro. He is from fucking
Jesus
Miami.
Christ. Jesus Christ.
He's from
Georgia ain't that
Miami,
far
bro.
from Florida. Georgia only what? A state over?
Exactly.
A state
Exactly. It's a
under?
state over.
Yeah, state
Atlanta is
over.
about Atlanta is 6 hours from Miami.
Bro,
That's
Only
Atlanta is.
4 additional hours from North Carolina.
Think about the amount of black energy that he's going to be feeling in Atlanta, bro.
All right.
He's gonna be
6
the
hours ain't nothing
that's
compared to
second coming
10.
of Vic.
Ain't never hop on a private jet. He got enough money to get PJ.
Yeah, that's right. But does he want to play in Carolina though?
Does he want to play in Atlanta?
What is enticing
I
in
did see
Charlotte?
that whatever team
Our
does
defense,
decides to offer
our
him.
young receiving core, our O-line is a lot better than Baltimore. And he has his old center with Bradley Bozeman in Carolina. So he has
I just
familiarity
think
there.
that I think that the Falcons have a good chance of getting them because they have a lot of cap space. I think they got the second most cap space in the league. So bringing in a superstar like Lamar Jackson, and they got young weapons in Kyle Pitts and what's his name, Drake London, Cordell
Mhm.
Patterson is still there, and they got I'm not gonna say they got a good O line because I ain't never really watched their O line, but I'm assuming their O line can't be no worse than Baltimore. And they're gonna give him a bag. It's gonna bring some other stars over to the team though. Like think about like how Brady going to Tampa uh influence free agents to move that way, bro. Or even like Tyreek Hill last year when he ended up going to Miami. Miami got a lot of superstar power out of free agency because they got a big name like Tyreek Hill on their team. Like Teron Armstead went down there to Miami. And they got what's his name? Melvin Ingram ended up going down there to Miami. So getting some star power through free agency. Plus, fuck them picks, nigga.
I mean,
Fuck
two
them
first
picks.
round picks for Lamar. That's really nothing. That's just
That ain't
essentially
shit.
that's this first round pick, which you're gonna use a quarterback anyway. The next year's first round pick.
Which y'all probably gonna get another quarterback because you poverty franchise. The Panthers
Nah,
poverty franchise.
but nah, two first round picks is nothing, especially if you're gonna trade up in the draft. That's at least
Yeah,
three first
that,
round draft picks already. On top of who knows what. It's a trade up in the draft.
Right. Well, shoot, we gonna see because I about 45 minutes ago I seen the Dolphins, Ravens, Raiders, the Commanders, and the Falcons. If I didn't say the Falcons,
yeah.
and I
I
seen
think they said
something
all
on
of them
J.
were like not.
Yeah, I seen something on JPA saying that the Panthers, y'all were not going to trade for Lamar. I seen that maybe
Did
like
y'all see that?
I
hour
did
Did
ago.
y'all
see
see
that,
that fake
but
clip
I think it
of
shouldn't
Ryan
be.
Schefter on? I think he
Yeah,
was on Part of
saying
My
him going
Take.
to Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's fake. I hope it is. I don't want him. I don't want him to play Lamar 2 times a year. Heck
Hey,
no, excuse me.
hey,
Heck
Yeah,
no.
I don't think it's true.
I'm glad he's leaving.
I don't
As a
think that's
Steelers
true.
fan, I'm
I
happy
bet
to
you
see
are
him go.
glad he's leaving.
Oh man, that just put us at for sure our second best team in our conference, not conference division, our division, man.
I'm about to say conference. Hold on, not in the whole AFC. Come
I
on
mean,
now.
that is true because now Baltimore has no QB. They have the Pro Bowl QB, Tyler Huntley, who Pro Bowl QB. I don't think he should have been
Quote
a
unquote.
Pro Bowl QB.
I
What
don't
he
know how
played?
he
Four
got it.
games? 4 games?
Yeah, he fooled them boys. They was just giving out Pro Bowls. After they said this shit flag, they was just giving that shit away.
If nobody probably wanted to go, he said, "Okay, I'll go."
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go either to the Pro Bowl. That shit was flag. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Especially if
they
I
still get.
know it's the last game of the season, I got the whole off season to heal up. I'm just gonna go out, have fun, play like it's a regular game. Man, fuck it.
But what's
No
crazy?
cap.
They still beat out the All Star game in views.
Hey, I was just about to say something about the All Star game. I was literally just about to say something about the All
No
Star game, bro.
way,
Because
they beat him out.
hey,
What?
Yes, flag. They lost to flag football.
hey,
I mean, the flag football was a little entertaining though, compared to the
it
All Star
was a
game.
little bit,
I mean, a
especially
little bit.
compared to the All Star game, bro. The whole All Star weekend just wasn't the same, bro. Like we had Matt McClung winning the dunk contest. Who the fuck wants to see Matt
Jesus,
McClung win the guy? Like, congrats, but
Jesus.
bro, I need
He had a lot of
I need a
popularity off of it,
superstar
though.
out there. Yeah, bro. I think
Bruh.
he played in two. He might have played in 2 actual NBA games this year. He's on a 2-way contract, just like some of y'all guys are on a 2K. He's on a 2-way contract.
Oh,
I got a fully maxed. I got a fully maxed on 2K. My contract on
yeah.
2K fully maxed, guaranteed, man. 5 for 500 million. What
But
you talking about?
I'm just saying, I need some superstars in the dunk contest, bro. I'm saying like Zion said some shit along the lines of like
No, they gotta pay
shit
you to
along
be
the
an all
lines
star.
of
They
like
have to pay you to be an all star. I mean, slam
yeah, I
dunk
think you get
competition.
paid.
I
Yeah,
think so.
Mac McClung made more. You get paid if you win, so he made more money off winning the dunk contest than he's finna make the rest of the season playing his regular contract
That's
Yeah,
on a
that's
insane.
2-way.
That
that's
is
insane.
insane.
That's
Yeah.
literally insane. That's sickening. That's nasty work right there. But
He can
it's
go play
Yeah,
in the
just
G
bro.
League and be set for the rest of the
right
season after winning the dunk contest.
to
Hey,
me. I don't know. I just feel like the NBA stars nowadays don't. I don't know. They just don't have the same grit and grind as the ones we did back in the day. Even though
Hey,
we
I
still
was
have
gonna
like
say I
LeBron
want.
James. LeBron James been in here for 20 years, and we yet to see him do a dunk contest. But he's not doing it no more. It's over there. He's
Oh,
38
he's
years old.
definitely not doing it. It's rap. It's case.
It's rap.
Oh yeah,
But like Ja,
we're not.
who else is yo? Like Ja, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell.
I mean, Zach
Who else
LaVine
is
done it before though.
Yeah, I
We're
need him
not
to do it
finna see
again
Ja,
though.
bro.
We are, bro. He
We're
finna get
not
a
finna
50
see
game.
Ja.
He finna get a sweet little 50
Uh,
game.
Ja on his way out.
is that gonna be enough time to be back for next year to be an All Star?
Yeah, if he start next, if it's gonna start probably the rest of the season, they got 18 games, 17 games. So I'll leave him with
Hey,
33 left. They
that's
played 40 games for the All
50.
Star game.
Look,
Does
that's
that include the
50
playoffs
off
too?
rip. But
That's insane.
he's
What'd you say?
also getting investigated by the police.
You really think he might do some jail time? I don't think he gonna do probation if
I don't
anything.
think he's
But
gonna do
does the
jail
suspension
time.
include the playoffs?
But
Because if that's the case, the Memphis Grizzlies are not going nowhere.
Probably, of
oh yeah,
course,
it's
yeah,
50
of course,
games.
it's a playoff. Yeah,
It's 50 games.
Well, then
We're not finna
the
see him
Memphis
this
Grizzlies
season.
are done. They are done.
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
cooked.
And
Well,
guess who's
Lakers,
coming
here
up?
we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Guess who's moving on now?
Lakers.
Like the Lakers. Woo.
Hey, all I'm saying, Warriors.
Did we just
Did
beat
we
y'all
beat y'all?
Hey.
Right? Did we just beat y'all?
Without
Cool.
Bron?
Did
With
80?
Curry
Did
coming
80
back?
hold?
Hey, that
What
was
80 have?
that was Curry's
39,
first
right?
game back, bro.
AD had 39, like
And
8.
9, right? Yeah, 8 or 9, right?
Hey, can
Yeah,
they keep
39,
it up
12,
for a
and 8.
7-game series?
We beat y'all
Yes.
3-1 already this season. We're already up 3-1. We played each other
It's
4
different in the
times.
playoffs.
Nah,
Different in the playoffs.
we're up
Different in the
3-1. 3-1.
Different in the playoffs.
3-1. We were 4. What you got? And then we just had the 4-1, y'all. Brown will be back. But
Bron not gonna be back.
he is. If we get to the playoffs, he'll be back. He'll be back. Because I think the play
He's definitely
is
back because of playoffs.
Yeah, he'll definitely be back. He gotta get excuse me. He get reevaluated in 2 weeks. His ankle gets reevaluated. And I think they just gonna give him that Pat Mahomes treatment and wear an ankle brace and just thug it out through the playoffs. Get that surgery. He might miss a couple of games back, but if we get another superstar through free agency, we'll be good until LeBron get back.
Right.
And also going back to the NFL recent stuff, Aaron Rodgers leading more hype to the Jets. Just had talked with the Jets today.
They
He
said
said he's
it's
open to
Green
it
Bay
as well.
Jets are retirement.
Yeah, that's what Jermaine was telling me earlier. Green Bay, the Jets are retirement. Don't nobody want Aaron Rodgers? That's a headache.
They said I think they said Joe Namath also
the
said
Jets
he would
do.
give up
The
the
Jets are
retired
all
number
in.
12 for A-Rod to come. So he would unretire number 12
telling
just
you.
for A-Rod.
The Jets are all in on Aaron Rodgers.
That'd be
They
kind
are
of good to
all
see.
in.
Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen 2 times a year, and Aaron Rodgers and potentially Lamar Jackson if he goes to the Dolphins.
Hey, with what's his
He's
name?
not going to the Dolphins.
What's the receiver?
Going back. But I don't think the Dolphins. I don't think the Dolphins are locked in on 2
Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, and Garrett Wilson.
And Garrett Wilson.
Yeah,
and
Garrett
Berrios.
Wilson. With that defense, ooh, New York could have something brewing, low key.
They might.
Low key.
But he's gonna wake up. Is he gonna wake up one day and decide not to play? I don't want to play no more. Because he got 50
Aaron?
what? He got 50 guaranteed, bro. Aaron wish-washy. That's what the Green Bay Packers are done with. And he held Green.
He only wish-washy because he be out there tripping them shrooms in the middle of the wilderness.
Oh, yeah, not the shrooms.
I seen something that said Aaron Rodgers, he spent like 5 days in a little like cottage that was built into the side of a mountain with no light access.
That complete darkness. He went on a complete darkness retreat. I sent you the video. It was complete darkness. Yeah. It was nothing but a twin bed, running water, a sink, and a bathroom.
Yeah, that's mentally insane right
now. For 5 days, that's it. And it's complete dark too. So you have no idea what time it is, no concept time of nothing.
Yeah, he was wilding for that.
Well, yeah, after I guess the Green Bay came to the decision that we're through with you.
They like to see Jordan Love, so
I mean,
that's
it's
true.
about time they drafted him.
Jordan
Love,
3 years ago? Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, he was the first round pick too, wasn't he?
It's about time.
Yeah, they disrespected A-Rod drafting him first round though. They should have got him another weapon. To be honest, they should have put something. They should have got something to pair on the other side of Devontae Adams, and they probably still have both of them.
They probably
would. They probably would want to see. They would have went to playoffs deeper in the playoffs too.
They really would have drafted Jordan Love for A-Rod to go out there and win. Didn't he go out there and win back-to-back MVPs after drafting him?
Mm-hmm. But he had back-to-back playoff stinkers as well. People don't talk about that.
It is true.
Man. He was in NFC Championship.
Well, one wasn't his fault. One was because the defense let Tom Brady go out there and go for over 400 and get torched.
Nah, but you remember, he folded that one. You know the one that third down play, he could have ran and got the first down. But instead, and what else? They ended up kicking a field goal, right? Instead of going for it, it was like 4th and 1, man.
Yeah, I think so.
And then San Francisco just, I don't know, they wanted it more than them. And then you could say this year too, he didn't get the job done.
San Francisco was too physical for them. They were too physical for them.
Yeah, and you could
That's
say
what
this
happened.
year he didn't get the job done this year as well. They lost to the Lions.
Lost to the Lions.
3 years in a row, he didn't get the job done. So
after a while,
come on, man.
This year,
Detroit, you were supposed to beat Detroit in Lambeau, Week 17 in Lambeau. That was made for Green
Well,
Bay.
I mean, Detroit came in there fired up, wanted to send them home so bad.
Yeah, heck yeah, they wanted, and they did. That's right, that was their Super Bowl.
That was their playoffs.
All right. Since we're on the topic of football, man, I didn't watch a couple games of the XFL. I know the USFL start up, I think, next month. I don't know if y'all watched the thing that I had sent in the Google Doc, the Rock's little XFL speech that he decided to make opening up the league.
I watched a little bit of it. I watched maybe 20 seconds of it, but I wasn't focused. But what happened? Is something crazy? What
man, nothing really crazy. It's just this old ass nigga in these pads trying to hype niggas up. And he definitely got them lit. He was like, everybody doubted you.
Not the Rock.
Like y'all,
right?
He basically told him like, this is y'all's last chance. Go out here and prove me right. Type shit.
Last chance. I wouldn't say half of
it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say last chance. Yeah,
maybe a good amount of them, but not all of them.
Yeah, he's like, for a lot of you, this is y'all's last chance at getting that opportunity to get to that next level. So use it as such.
I say if you were talking to Josh Gordon or AJ McCarron, yeah, but half of them coming this trying to get to.
I understood the message. I was just like, man, first off, I don't think anybody's taking you serious with those shoulder pads on. I'm sorry. And the nigga I'm looking at it, he had the number 54 on. I'm like, bro, at least get some swaggy.
That's insane. I gotta go look. I gotta go watch that after this. I didn't know he had.
But no, I watched a couple games. It's all right. I mean, Josh Gordon going crazy.
Josh Gordon went crazy last. Yeah, I think Josh Gordon had 6 for 118 and 2 touchdowns.
And 2 touchdowns,
last week he had one nice touchdown with a corner around the back of the end zone. Tony told
y'all seen the running back from A&T leading the league in yards per attempt.
I didn't know he was doing. I knew he was playing. I didn't know he was doing all that.
Yeah, I seen it. I think Mac posted it the other day.
That's real dope.
I wish I could remember his name. I think it's like Jameis something. What's his name?
That's dope. That's real dope.
Yeah, it's super tough. What else you got on here?
Do you want to talk about the Tar Heels being complete boop?
Hey, I guess.
We can talk about them Tar Heels being. Hey, don't worry, they stay with boop too. So
my Tar Heels, man. We just lost the last game of the season against Duke in Chapel Hill, so we went 0-2 against Duke this year. Very, very disappointing.
Where's the broom? Somebody get the broom.
And it's all because our starters can't get along, bruh. And I'm not understanding it because last season we were in the national championship game. In my opinion, we should have won, but they came out the second half and whooped our asses. Cool. All our starters come back. So what the fuck is the problem? And find out that the problem is these motherfuckers are beefing over Deja Kelly. Hey, man.
That's your cousin. What you mean? Deja Kelly? That's your cousin. That's your kinfolk, man.
Chill out.
Hey, Kelly family,
I just don't understand it. Because we've all been in college locker room, bro. In a college football locker room. Hey, if
you spend this like half the day with each other.
Hey, if she homie hopping, bro, she for the team. So why are y'all beefing over her?
If she homie
why are y'all beefing over? And even if you mad that he didn't smash the shorty or your ex, you can smash your ex, bruh. Why are y'all letting this affect your play on the court?
That pride.
Bruh.
Young Bulls, man, they proud.
They letting their pride get in the way of they NBA draft stock. Because if y'all was gonna play like this, y'all niggas should have left last year. Don't come in here giving us false hope for us to come out here and be ass this season I'm over here wondering if we gonna get invited to the NIL. Because we're not making the tournament. Hey, we're not making the tournament. I've already come to some of the terms with that, bro.
That's insane. You went from winning the national championship to the NIL.
To the NIL.
Insane drop.
We might not be. We might be nowhere.
That should be illegal.
That's an insane drop off.
If we somehow manage to win the ACC tournament, I'm sure they'll give us a tournament.
It's not a guaranteed spot, but like a guaranteed spot, you win the tournament. Conference tournament.
It is. But it's probably gonna get us like with our record, bro. We probably will get like a 12
playing game.
Bro. We might get like a 12, 13, 14 seed if we win. That's if we win the tournament. If we don't win the tournament, we're not making it. Or at least have a good showing in the tournament.
That is.
Well, if y'all got swept by Duke, you're probably not winning the tournament,
bro. And it's like they're not playing with heart. Cause I'm watching. I didn't watch. It's hard to watch, bro. Like they make me mad. I'm sitting here yelling at niggas just sitting here because I'm watching the game and they just not playing with no heart, bro. Like Armando Bacot, you're the biggest nigga on the court. Go and get a fucking.
I mean, when I went about 2 weeks ago to the NC State Carolina game, Carolina was playing good, so it was going back and forth. But when the game got like towards the end of the fourth quarter, like last 7 minutes. Carolina went ghost. They went quiet on us. They went cold.
We fall apart when the game is in its crucial moments, bro. And it just doesn't make any sense. R.J. Davis, last year, I thought he was going to be one of the top point guards in the nation this year. And the games I watch, he can't fucking find the basket. Like, I'm watching this guy go and miss 10. Hey, granted, he got a Kobe mentality. I done watched him miss about 10 shots in a row and keep throwing them hoes up.
He was missing him against the State game, but he was still pulling them up.
Yeah, he gonna keep throwing them up, so I commend him for that. But I'm like, bro, with all the resources that you have, especially at a school like Carolina, where basketball is something that we're known for, you gotta just take more pride in wearing that logo on your chest, bro. You gotta be getting those hours in the gym, and I don't think they're doing it. I heard like when we played Duke the first time this season. I heard the announcer say that recently the team had got together and they watched the Super Bowl together, and it was the first time all season that they did something as a team together since the off season, since the summer. And I'm like, bro, what are we on?
Wild.
That's bro,
we are. This is a team. You got exactly. And they wondering why we ain't got no chemistry on the court. We're not linking outside, bro.
Yeah, y'all not
that's
hanging out.
That's terrible team chemistry.
Commodity. Excuse me.
But
you already got that team exposure.
Enough about
team bonding,
bro. It's making me hot think about it. I want to talk about some funny shit that I've seen. I see we got Russ to the Clippers on here, but we had added that before he actually got traded to the Clippers. Now that he is in LA, I see that they are not playing great.
Well, they started out 0-4.
Yeah,
they got their first win the other day.
Yeah, the other day, and I think he I think he was the game. He closed the game out. I think. What is he doing?
I know he just got a fan thrown out the other day in Sacramento.
Hey, that's all I was going to say. They had 2 fans thrown out in Sacramento.
Hey,
Russ.
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 Throw him out, Russ.
Hey, I've been seeing him throw too many fans out, bro. Russ.
I know nobody could call on Westbrook too many times.
I don't know. Look, I don't know what they said, but to me, as an athlete, there is nothing that. First of all, if you're talking shit in the stands, I probably don't even hear you because I'm locked in on the game. That's just me personally.
No,
I think that
courtside. They was right in their ear. It's courtside. Right in your ear.
Westbrook could not hear that.
Courtside, so yeah, they hear it. It's like me and you standing side by side to each other. That's how courtside is. They right there on top of each other.
I guess I'm just questioning like his focus on the game rather than what's going on around him. Because like I was watching the clip with Draymond Green, they played the Warriors, and there's that frame of Russ at the 3-point line, and Draymond Green is guarding him, and he's in the paint, and nobody's around him. He's not dribbling in, step in for the midi, pull the midi. And
I would have mid-range day.
But he's letting the fans get to him. And Russ is a Hall of Fame player. You got to remember, this is Russ, the triple-double king, who I watched to get the triple-double crown. I watched him take a fucking jump shot from like 35 feet and cash out for game. Why are you scared to dribble in and take a midi, take a wide open tray ball like you're Giannis or some shit?
He's not confident.
Even Giannis is shooting them hoes. You leave Giannis open now, he'll spray that motherfucker.
He's not confident.
He's just not confident in his shot right now.
He's confident in his shot. They confident since he got to LA. He's confident in his bench shot with the Lakers all last season, beginning of middle third of this year.
It started because they kept blaming everything on Russ.
They kept everything on Russ, and that's what they low key were trying to do the first 4 games against when he was the Clippers. I mean, granted, he had 4 turnovers, but one game I know Eric Gordon played 25 minutes and gave you 0. I could give you 7 or something, at least 25 minutes. Me right now, I can give you at least about 7 in 25 minutes. So I mean, if he's playing 25 minutes and giving you nothing, and Westbrook is not playing that minutes and giving you more than that, then I mean, it's not really Westbrook's fault.
That's true.
Yeah, Westbrook was putting up good numbers while he was playing. The whole time he was playing with the Clippers when they were losing.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was having real terrible numbers. Like he was 1 for 16 and 10 turnovers. Nothing. He like 17.
Plus, didn't Dallas go like 1 for 4 in their first games with Kyrie and Luka?
Yeah, but they lost the other day. But they did lose the other day. Luka did miss that that game winner shot against Kyrie. Against KD in the Bucks. Excuse me.
Right.
The Suns. So
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant looked like he never left. Like he's never had
the best player on the planet.
When he came to Charlotte, he was just pulling up in the faces.
Yeah, he's 7 foot. He was just
this man just shot it open, complete nigga right in his face.
Take that, and then just
oh my god,
he's the best player on the planet, bro. There's nobody better.
Him and Devin Booker together was immaculate. Like this nigga Devin Booker had like 39, KD had 20 something. I saw one shot. Devin Booker came in the court, hit the Kobe on him. So shit.
Yeah, but the only thing I worry about them is can they play defense and what Chris Paul are we going to get? Are we going to get?
I mean, KD is a defender. Like in the playoffs, KD defends 100%. Like especially, bro. Once it gets to the playoffs, that's when we gonna see motherfuckers locked in on both sides of the ball.
But you got like KD he can't defend the whole court, and they all Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, and Devin Booker, all 3 of them have an injury history. So I mean, it's really defense and health for the Suns. Defense
and we also forgetting about Ayton. Can't forget DeAndre Ayton.
Does he even want to play some games? Does he even want to play? He doesn't even look like he wants to play some games.
Hey, bro, if Kevin Durant is on your team, nigga, you better find a will to play.
Yeah. But you just, God forbid anything happened to Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. But one of them. I mean, you have 3 of them, so I mean, I guess one go down, it wouldn't be as bad. But I don't know.
I'm looking forward to the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, what's that? Next month, April. Playoffs start when? April or May?
Yeah,
April.
Yeah, April.
Damn.
I think it's like the first week of April.
I think it's like the second week, maybe.
Oh, it's either the first or second week. I don't know, top of my head.
What y'all think about the NBA and load management?
I think it's a bunch of crap because niggas just don't want to play.
I feel like if you're able to drive your car, walk your black ass to that arena, sit down, you can play. And get up some shots before games, you can play. Because like everybody says.
Exactly.
Like everybody says, like, what if somebody saved up a bunch of money to come see like LeBron, Kevin Durant, Kyrie, Luka, one of them play, and you don't play? Like, come on, it's only 82 games. I get it that your body's sore, but if you can get, like I said, you can get up, drive your car, walk to the facility, do what you got to do, get some shots, you can play. You may not play a lot of minutes, but
you ain't got to play the whole game.
Yeah, you ain't got to play.
You can go out there and get 20 minutes. 20.
Yeah. They just don't make
them. Get them folks 20.
They don't make
what get me is they pull up to arena at like 6 o'clock. I'm not playing tonight. Game started at 7.
Like, the game started like
how that work?
The game they'll pull up 3 hours before the game. I'm not playing. What? Them 3 hours you can be rested and do what you got to do, so you can't play. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, niggas used to play a whole 82-year game with no problem. No,
82 games.
Can't play.
Yeah.
Now maybe a handful of people that I can play all 82 games.
They play on average maybe 55 to 65 games. They should the league should just cut it to 60 games and 65 games and like that.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, cut the games down.
Cut the games down to 65 and watch they play all 82 games.
What's gonna happen though is they cut down the amount of games played. That's gonna increase the cost of those tickets. So people who are saving to watch a game from the nosebleed aren't gonna be able to get those tickets anymore.
Yeah,
that is true. The tickets are gonna skyrocket.
But like they can keep it at 82 games. You just gotta show up and play. First off, you're not practicing hard. I didn't heard about how NBA practices are. Them shit are not hard. Like it's hard in the preseason, and then you get to the regular season and it's cake. In the 90s, motherfuckers was shooting to play 82 games, and they was practicing hard as fuck. Like, think about the greats like Mike, even Kobe, Shaq, early in their careers, they're practicing hard during the week. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, all through that era, your practices are hard, and then you're still going out there and playing those games. Right now, I feel like in the NBA, they might practice somewhat hard once a week, and then you're just playing games, bro. I don't understand how you can go out there and say, yeah, bro, I don't got the energy to hoop. What? It's niggas that go out there and work a 9 to 5 and got energy to go hit the Y after work. And you can't just get up and have one thing to do all day. You get to chill with your fam all day. You making millions and millions of dollars just playing a fucking game. You can't show up for somebody who doesn't have anything. I don't agree with it. I think they need to start finding guys for missing games, bro. If you're not legitimately injured, you should be fine if you're not gonna play.
Yeah, they help you scratch shit is annoying. Like, I mean, if you could play, let's play. I don't see why you saying I gotta. Well, I'm gonna sit this game out, play next game.
Yeah, I feel like you need to be able to. You should play back to backs, bro. Like, come on, man. That's messed up to the people that put their hard earned money up to come see you play, travel thousands of miles across the states to come see you play, or whatever the case may be, and you don't play. Just because you don't feel like playing. When it comes
to the playoffs, you're not going to sit out there. You're not going to sit out the game, the playoff game. That's why you do it regular season.
No cap.
It's insane, man. It's very, 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 very insane. I would say it's insane. They need to, like Emmanuel said, they need to start finding them, and they need to find them more frequent.
They're not going to do that, though. They're going to appease the players.
Yeah.
Silver said so if there's no one seeing issues from the top, what else we got on here? I wouldn't say funny. What y'all think about the Young Thug situation? After the footage has leaked of young YSL Woody spilling all the beans. I think that was from like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I ain't really like went into detail, kept up with it, but it's not good. He snitched on the whole operation. Like,
I mean, too much detail on that either.
It's really nothing. It's really nothing Thug can do. Like, he just told. Like, it's just.
I mean, ain't much you can do when somebody tell everything.
Yeah, ain't nothing much you can do when they in there giving up the deets. There's really nothing you can do.
Yeah, once one person tell everything, you don't need to know nobody else. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You don't know somebody else.
That man YSL Woody was in there. He said, look, I can call them right now, and they trust me, so where they will tell me everything. With you sitting right here, and they won't even know you there. I'm like, damn. He's snitching. He's snitching.
Well, that just shows you, man. Not a lot of people are made for that life, bro.
Another thing I threw on there, I saw that Drake. Apparently he was getting subpoenaed to show up at the murder of X trial.
Oh yeah.
And he had his armed guards. He had his armed guards make it to where he couldn't get subpoenaed. To me, that's basically an admission of guilt. But if he never shows up in court, nothing's probably gonna happen. But yeah.
I remember when X died, RPX. I remember when he died. A lot of people, a lot of fans, and a lot of conspiracy theorists were saying that Drake had something to do with it. They were quoting lyrics and from songs and stuff.
Yeah,
I did see
bro.
that too.
Also, X, like he said on live, he said if I go missing and something happens to me, Champagne Poppy did it. And then even now in that song Drake got with 21 Savage, he said something was like, if it's a five, he basically ended up saying X 10 10 10, XXX, and he said if he held his tongue on that live, he'd be alive again. So like he putting it out there subliminally, but they're not gonna use rap lyrics against him because I think Atlanta the only place they doing that. Something else I had on here. It was
that pillow fighting crap you had on
bro.
there.
Hey, I'll only put that on there to say, bro, they will let motherfuckers go pro in anything. They got a professional pillow fighting league. I'm like, man, they got professional anything, bro.
Let's tap in. Let's tap in.
I'm fine with the pillow fight. That shit just looked a little funny. Also, the Michael B. Jordan catch, he was out there on the field at MetLife with Eli trying to recreate the Odell catch.
And it was nothing like it. Nothing like it.
It was nothing.
It was nothing like it.
Hey, you gotta at least go with one hand if you're gonna say you recreated the catch.
Yeah, you gotta go with one hand. Man, with me too. Boy, I'm thinking to myself, what in the heck is this?
Hey, he didn't even look right in the shoulder pads.
Yeah, them fat ass shoulder pads. I'm thinking about, why you don't take them, man?
He had them lemon pads on. He had them lemon pads.
And that fat ass quarterback jersey he had on with the long sleeves.
That boy had a starter helmet on.
Right, like what for you on? Get on.
Boy had a bucket.
The old lineman pads with the Peyton Manning jersey.
That was
insane. I'm like, bro, you're insane.
Speaking Michael B. Jordan real quick, I'm sure I know I haven't seen it. I don't know if y'all have. Y'all been to see Creed 3 yet?
I haven't seen it.
No, not yet, but I'm going to go see it soon.
I do plan on seeing it too.
Yeah. I'm probably going to see it this weekend with the lady. I gotta see it, but I've heard really good things about it. I also saw that like apparently he spent 3 years making this movie because he wrote it and directed it. And so he came up with the storyline for Creed 3. And Buddy that's in it, I don't know his name. I just remember him from what's that show called?
I know you're talking about Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, he was in Lovecraft.
He was in a whole bunch. He was in a whole bunch of stuff.
He was in the Ant-Man movie.
Yeah, he was in a whole bunch of stuff.
I know him as Tick, my nigga Atticus, from Lovecraft. But apparently, like I seen some videos on TikTok, like the way they had to train for that was like OD. They were like eating not their body weight, but almost their weight in protein, like working out 3 times a day, just going crazy to get built into the physique that they were in for that movie, bro. So I'm really excited to see what happens in it. I'm also looking forward to the movie that Atticus is also in. I don't know his name. I'm gonna have to find it. But he's in what's that Marvel movie he's gonna be in?
Ant-Man. Well, it's already out. It's Ant-Man in the
Ant-Man,
right?
Yeah.
Ant-Man in the
Yeah, that's the one I gotta see. That's another one.
It's already out too.
Facts.
I've been hearing mixed reviews about it, but I want to watch it for myself though.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it.
Before we get off here, I have to bring it up. Jon Jones is the greatest mixed martial artist of all time. I don't want to hear nobody argue about it. After what he did Saturday, he's the greatest mixed martial artist of all time. Argue with your mama, your grandmama, whoever. They're proven. He went in the octagon, submitted Ciryl Gane, which is arguably one of the most dangerous heavyweights in the UFC. He was I think he was number one. Ciryl Gane was number one ranked in heavyweights. So to go in there, stalk him like he did, get him to the ground like he did, ragdoll him like he did, and submit him like he did, it's all-time great. It's all-time great.
In 2 minutes?
He did all that within 2 minutes.
Yeah, he did all that within 2.5 minutes.
What do you say? Bye.
All right, bye. Oh man, that's the goal, man. And they just put him back on the pound for pound list. I think he checked in at number 3 today for the pound for pound greatest fighter right now in the UFC. He's back up. He shot all the way up to number 3. Mind you, this man's been off for 3.5, 4 years.
Yeah.
Put on 50.
I mean, when you do stuff like that, that's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I already knew what was gonna happen. I knew he was gonna get in there and ragdoll him. I knew he was gonna get in there and ragdoll him.
He had already said in the presser, he said it's not even fair.
Yeah, it's not even fair, man. He's just on a other no level.
So my audio was fucking up right before you started talking about John Jones, and I had heard the Ja, and I thought you were going, because I don't know how we completely skipped over this.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about Ja. We'll talk about
Ja Morant.
We'll talk about Ja. We'll get into Ja. What time? Yeah, we'll jump in him right now. We're jumping in the hot boy Ja right now.
So I remember in our last episode we talked about I think we talked about it, the use of the word thug when describing him and how it was kind of messed up. I don't remember we talked about that ever. I talked about it with somebody else. But the use of the word
talked about
thug,
it on the game. But I think we might have talked about it on the game.
So the use of the word thug when describing Ja Morant. I think that after they had already started using that word to describe him, instead of him taking a turn and start doing the right things, he actually started to embrace that lifestyle that he is obviously not from, and he's acting like a fucking thug, bruh, and he's not a thug. Why are you showing a pea shooter on IG Live? I don't even want to say a gun. Because that shit looks like...
it'll be with a pea shooter, nigga.
Yeah,
you do.
I don't know what he was
He had to hold it right. He held it like that. Boy, what is that? Boy, I had to see. Boy, what is that?
He out there with this.
What is that? Hey, I'm thinking, what? And you flexing with it too, man.
And then when I saw it, I thought that it was in Memphis. I didn't even know this was in Denver, bro. So you on the road with it, taking it on the team.
Yeah, he was on the plane.
He was on the team plane with a pea shooter. That's mentally
That's why
insane.
He's getting suspended. That's why he's getting suspended.
Yeah, he lucky
on the team plane.
And I'm gonna be real. If he gets suspended only 50 games from probation, that's a slap on the wrist because they blackballed my man Gilbert. Yeah. I said Gilbert Arenas, because he brought a gun in the locker room, but still he still brought it on team.
Same thing, bro.
Same thing, and they blackballed Gilbert Arenas after that. So if Ja just gets a 50 game suspension and probably got to pay a fine and probation, and still probably has Nike and Powerade, man, he better count his blessings, man.
He did that after he just got a shoe with Nike.
Yeah,
he literally just got the shoe a month ago.
Like
not even a whole month.
Like Shannon Sharpe was saying, you could have $250 million by 25 years old. You could have $500 million or more. Like, and he's only my age. I'm older than him. He's only 23. We're both 23. So imagine him playing another 10 or 13 years. You don't think he can have close to $600-700 million, almost $1 billion in contract? Because he's up for a $231 million contract. And if he gets another one of those in another 4 years, that's 8 years, and then another one if maybe not 200, maybe like 150, but still that's like 600. That's $500 million.
That's before you count anything with Nike or
and Nike and Powerade. He has Powerade.
It's not even including endorsements.
Yeah, that's not even including endorsements.
But honestly, I think it's coming from him being in Memphis. In his first 2 years, he wasn't like that. Now after being in Memphis, 3 years now?
Yeah,
and I just feel like in Memphis.
Bro,
I feel like
go ahead.
We know people. I ain't gonna say no name, but we grew up with people that was kind of like that, thought they were tough, but they really weren't tough, bro. So I think it's the crowd that he hang out with, and like they were saying, all the sports people were saying, when you become the breadwinner, it's not his mom, dad making that money, it's him making that money. It's kind of hard to tell your son, hey son, don't do this, don't do that. When your son is basically take care of the whole family. But if I'm T Morant, I'm sitting my son down here. Look here, bro. I didn't get you all the way here for you to do this, bro. Like we might have to throw these Ja.
Hey,
Ja, if you some,
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, you a tough guy? Show me you a tough guy.
Hey, Ja Morant, tough guy. If you somehow see this podcast, hey, you need a good old fashioned butt whooping, Ja. That's what he needs. If you see this podcast, one of us might give you that butt whooping. That's what he needs. He needs to sit down, man.
He's gonna throw it all away.
Yeah, he's 23 years old with all that money, man. I get it. You're young and make mistakes, but it's like the mistakes that it was already out.
Mistakes add up. They add up. Mistakes
that too,
are going to add up.
And you would think a nigga that's already under a lot of fire for allegedly fighting a 17-year-old, pulling out a gun, and pointing laser beams at team security. Like, come on, bro. You would think somebody would lay low and just worry about hooping. And
3 strikes.
Nah.
3 strikes.
That reminds me of something else too. But I'm gonna wait till we finish John Morant. Cause somebody else that just got the news for that same situation.
Like, what do we got going on, John? Like, you basically after LeBron leave, Curry leave, retired.
KD.
Basically,
you're the face of the league.
You're right. He's going to be the face of the league. Everybody likes Ja.
It's like it's Ja, Luka, Trae Young. You finna be one of the faces of the league,
face of the league, and you out here trying to
give it all away,
right? Or you gonna come, like they say, you gonna come into somebody, run into somebody that's really about that life, and they gonna test you, and you better hope to God.
He on live throwing up fake game times. But you are not that guy, Ja. Sit your ass down and go hoop, nigga.
Right. Nigga like me, give me $231 million. Give me $231 million. I'll be in the gym all day, every day. Yeah, I'm out the way. I am in the gym. Don't call me unless it's about basketball or making some money or on the game. Other than that.
Speaking of John, you want to talk about his new shoe?
I haven't even seen it. I've seen it, but I haven't like physically seen it in the store. I've seen it online. I haven't.
So for me personally, I don't really like him like that.
Yeah, I don't like them. When I seen that, look kind of bulky. But he got a shoe. I don't.
So this is what I heard because I seen something on TikTok. Somebody said, I can't remember the source, that the Ja Morant shoe, you gotta look at the timing of everything. Nike cut ties with Kyrie as Kyrie is about to release a new shoe, and now Ja has a shoe. They're saying that Nike basically took Kyrie's new shoe, threw a small tweak on there, and released it as a Ja Morant.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely
because they like putting the Kyrie side by side with the Jazz. They do have a lot of similarities.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely see them doing that.
Honestly, if that was Kyrie, I might potentially go for a lawsuit with Nike then.
Yeah, I might file a lawsuit with Nike if that's the case.
The thing is,
I would look into it. If that was Kyrie, I would look and see if it's possible. I would look into it.
Nike dropped Kyrie after he posted a link to something that was available on Amazon, and they are still like, I have not heard anything from Nike regarding Ja Morant. And
I think they said
out here throwing guns in the club.
Did they say they want to investigate? Well, not investigate. They're just gonna go through this proper circumstances and something like that. I saw something they're gonna do. Nike, but did you see how quick they dropped Kyrie though?
Done with Kyrie.
Yeah, they see how quick. It's not like Kyrie posted the actual. He just posted a link. Just posted a link. It's not like he posted the actual screenshot of the video. He just posted a link. And you have freedom of speech.
Nike was looking for a way out with Kyrie.
Low key. That could be.
I think they was looking for a way out with Kyrie, and they took that and ran with it.
Low key.
I think I can see that too. Also into the role of the Nets organization. I feel like they influenced a lot of what was going on with Kyrie, because the only reason that they had any issue with him is because he wasn't playing. He wasn't going to play in games simply because he didn't have the vaccine. And that was because of he only couldn't play home games because of the New York law. And I think that the organization was rubbed the wrong way because of his personal beliefs and not wanting to get the vaccine, which, everybody is entitled to their personal beliefs. We live in a free world.
I believe
that tied into him wanting a trade. But I think once that circumstance with the Nets and then him sharing what he shared led into Nike completely dropping him, and nobody stood with Kyrie. I feel like nobody really stood with Kyrie when Nike dropped him. Like, I saw a few people say, yeah, that was wrong. But like in terms of like big name media, they were almost saying Kyrie should have known better than posting that link. And
yeah, I feel you though. I feel like a lot of people didn't have Kyrie Irving back compared to this Josh situation. Everybody, he's making mistakes. Kyrie, yeah. Go ahead.
With Ja, they make the excuse that he's young, but Kyrie, they're like he should know better, and I don't think that's fair because, I don't even know how to compare the situation to anything, but I don't think it's fair to punish someone for executing their right of free speech.
Yeah, I could see if he was going out there and saying some disrespect or saying like stuff to start like a race war or stuff like that, but he didn't do nothing. He just posted a link and went on about it. This man, job, he's allegedly beating up a 17-year-old. Allegedly, him and his crew pointed some laser beams at a security. I think the Pacers security, some security.
Yeah, it was
it was thinking of the Pacers.
And then it was one story I heard last week that his mom was at the mall for some shoes and she got into it with somebody and called him and some entourage up there. And I don't know what happened. That's all I heard. So that's what 3 or 4 things you're under investigate. You're under the fire for, job, and you go pull this stunt, pull a gun in a club, and knowing you can't carry that on team flights, and you had to have it in the locker room.
You can't carry everybody at all.
Yeah, you can't carry it at all.
Why are you going live with it?
And then why are you going live with it? Like it's like you're like Nana and Boo Boo. Y'all can't touch me, and that's not the case. Like Carmelo said,
like he just wanted to show off. He wanted to show off for whatever reason. He just wanted to show it off that he had it.
Yeah, like Carmelo said,
it's a Casa Fricos.
Yeah, that pot on $1 million worth of game. He said the NBA is watching you. You don't think they're watching you, but
they're watching everything.
Somehow, they're watching everything you do.
Oh yeah,
no, that's any sports league.
That's any sports. Yeah,
that's anything. College, they're watching everything. There's somebody always watching what you're doing. If you're an athlete, somebody always watching you.
No cap. Look at how quick Paul Pierce got dropped from what did he get dropped from ESPN? After he hosted that little party, smoking blunt with the lady.
That was insane. Paul Pierce goated for that. Paul Pierce goated for that. That boy sitting back like that, smacking on some butts. I was like, yo, bro, what you just on TV 20 minutes ago, bro? That's insane. But I just pray for John.
I got 2 things.
Go ahead.
So the other person I was talking about, Joe Mixon. He's in that news from Portland beat up, I guess, some other teenager.
Yeah, what happened? I saw some on Twitter. It was
he's under investigation.
It was a meme of saying how kids look after they ding dong ditch Joe Mixon, and then it was like when you ding dong ditch, but you realize it's Joe Mixon's house. I was like, huh? So what is he under investigation for? Did he pull out a gun on a kid too?
I think it's either he allegedly beat up a kid, or he pointed a gun at somebody. No, he shot at some teenager. Hey. He shot at some teenager. That's what it was.
No, what are we doing, Joe?
Hey, wilding.
Stupid. Wilding. Why are you on a contract? Why are you in a contract year?
Why are you on your contract year, nigga? Nobody wants
I guess technically, and from a legal standpoint, I know it's just ding dong ditch, but I guess technically you can count that as trespassing.
I guess.
If they running away, you can't shoot them in the back though. You can't shoot at nobody while they're running away from you, bro.
At least shoot
it. I don't know if it was ding dong ditch or not though.
What it was, I just seen that on Twitter. It said when you ding dong ditch.
So like if they was on his property and it was a trespassers, okay, I see you having the gun, but if they get to running away, you can't shoot someone in the back.
He probably just shot in the air or something. I would just shoot in the air if I shoot it at all.
But
also, have y'all seen that new Chris Rock special on Netflix?
Actually, my brother was watching it before I came down here to film the episode. My brother was watching it. Was it good? Have you watched it?
I mean, I watched the clip when he talked about Will Smith. He was just talking about, I guess, how he was calling Diddy Pickett out of her name, calling her the B word, all this stuff. Talking about he just seemed upset about the slap.
Hey, and
then I saw Marlon Wayans respond to that and talk when he's a bitch ass nigga, let nigga slap him.
Who responded?
Marlon Wayans went on his own, I guess, little show and talked about the situation too, and talking about how Chris Rock's a bitch ass nigga, let him smack him.
Yeah, he is low key. Chris Rock, you a legend, but you a bitch ass nigga. I wouldn't let it. Hey, that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. I wouldn't let niggas slap me on live TV. That's just me. That's just me.
Have y'all?
And what's crazy?
Emancipation.
Oh no, the movie he's in, Will Smith's in. Have you?
So yeah. Hey, that shit's hilarious. I ain't even gonna lie. Cause all right, I'm gonna tell y'all everything that's funny about the movie.
That nigga said that's hilarious. Him getting whooped.
He's a slave for one. But Will Smith we all know he's light skinned. I don't know what they did with the filming, but they made it to where he looked dark skinned. He looked Haitian. Yeah. Hey, and he just getting his ass whooped. I'm sitting there watching it with my lady, and every time he get his ass whooped, she said, "That's for the Oscars." That was
Hey,
no way.
And then she just told me, I think a couple days ago, she told me that Chris Rock, she saw something where he said that he watched the movie Emancipation
to see Will Smith. Yeah,
Will Smith getting hit.
Yeah. At this point,
that's why.
At this point, Chris Rock, you doing all this talking. You should just slap the nigga back at this point. You should just slap the nigga back at this point, man. All this talking is not going nowhere, man.
Because Marlon Wayans had me weak when he talked about how Will Smith knew Chris Rock was a bitch ass nigga because Will Smith slapped him, then turned his back to him, walked away to his seat because he knew Chris Rock was going to do that to him.
Yeah, nigga like me would have balled my fist up and hit Will Smith in the back of his cranium on camera, on live TV. Hey, they would never ever have black folks at what was it? What was that? The Grammys or Oscars?
I might have jumped on it. I might have John Jones.
Yeah, I might
put him to sleep. I
might put him to sleep on live TV. I swear. You not gonna go on stage
with a DDT.
And God, you not gonna smack me.
Come on.
I'd have been like,
hey,
what?
Hey, but if y'all watching this right now, movie Emancipation, I'm gonna go and let y'all know it's actually a great movie. It's based on a true story. I really enjoyed it. Other than just laughing at Will Smith getting his ass beat, it was actually a great story, and I definitely recommend it.
Well, if we do a movie recommendations, I would recommend this movie called Intergalactic. It's on Netflix. That's it.
I think I heard that. Hey, I'm not doing a movie recommendation, but a TV show. If y'all haven't watched it, Jermaine, you haven't watched it. BMF. It's getting good, man. It's getting.
I heard about that. That.
I mean, season 1. If y'all haven't watched it, start on season 1. It's on Stars.
What is it on Stars or show? Yeah, I thought so. It's on Stars.
It's on Stars, yeah. If you don't have the Stars app, just let me know. I'll give you my Stars information.
It's about Big Meech and his life.
Yeah, his life, bro. Yeah, it's very interesting, bro. I recommend y'all to watch that. Start from season 1. It's real good. It's real good.
Because it's crazy. They got his son playing.
Yeah, his son is playing. Yeah, Lil Meech is playing his dad, Big Meech. I recommend that. And what else is a good show I recommend? I don't even know. I don't really watch shows.
But yeah, Intergalactic is a good movie to watch if you like with your little girl and whatnot. Nice little date night movie.
Intergalactic. I might take that when I take a go to.
And it's a black animated movie too.
Right. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to check it out for sure. Y'all got anything else? Any closing statements?
Ja Morant, like I said, hey, you somehow come across this podcast, you need these knuckle sandwiches, nigga. You need to get beat. And one more thing, Chris Rock, hey, just me, I would have smacked that nigga Will Smith back. Just saying. But I ain't got
to have Chris Rock and Will Smith going in a celebrity boxing match.
Yeah, Will Smith and Chris Rock celebrity boxing match.
Hey, somebody set it up.
Main event.
Us three, we're
Chris Rock versus Will Smith.
We need 75% of the portion. We doing 75-25. We need 75-25, man.
But you heard it here first. Chris Rock versus Will Smith.
You heard it here first. Chris Rock and Will Smith celebrity boxing match. Here. You heard it first from us three.
Hey, man. Hey, well, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know, this has been another episode of Views from the Lakes. And we will see y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
We will close it out. We'll see y'all next week.
Y'all be safe out there, man.